Good morning, dear children. So, today we are going to begin our prose number 1, or letter to God. Okay, and let's go with before you read section. Okay, so this is your prose 1 from the book First Flight. They say faith can move mountains, but what should we put our faith in? This is the question this story delicately possesses. Okay, this story is all about faith in God. Okay, but up to what extent the faith can go, can it be turned into superstition or misunderstanding? So it is all about that, right? So Lencho is a farmer who writes a letter to God when he crops when his crops are ruined. Okay, when his crops were ruined means damaged due to some natural disaster. Because of the natural disaster, his crops, all the crops get damaged. And what does he do? He writes a letter to the God. Okay, and what is he asking to the God in the letter? Asking for 100 pesos. Okay, 100 pesos means he's asking almost for 100 rupees. Okay, does Lencho's letter reach God? Does God send him the money? Okay, so Lencho writes the God, writes the letter to the God, and does he get the money from the God? That is the another question, right? Think what your answer to these questions would be, and guess how the story continues before you begin to read it. Okay, just guess it how the story can start. Okay, before you begin, just guess what can happen in the story. Okay, just imagine. Okay, there is an activity mentioned in this particular lesson, as you can see here. So one of the cheapest ways to send money to someone is through post office. Post office is the oldest way of sending money to someone. Okay, have you ever sent or received money in this way? Here is what you have to do. Okay, if you have sent money in this way, then what you're supposed to do? That is the question. Okay, so here the question is, how do you send money through the post office? And another question is, have you done it ever practically in your life? Okay, as you read the instructions, discuss with your teacher in class the meanings of these words. Counter, countered clerk, appropriate, acknowledgement, counterfoil. Okay, counterfoil, record, consult a dictionary if necessary. Are there words corresponding to these English words in your language? Okay, do you have you used such kind of words in your language while speaking? Okay, this is the question again. Means all these are words which are related to money order through post office. Okay, money order or sending the money to someone through post office. That is the way mentioned here. Inside the post office go the counter marked money order. Okay, so what you need to do? You need to go to a post office, and what you need to do? Just get the money orders counter. Okay, buy a money order, that is also known as MO. Okay, money order is also known as MO. Okay, buy a money order from paying 50 paisa to the person behind the counter. So in older days, the money order costed 50 paisa. Okay, fill the appropriate boxes in the block letters. It means you need to fill your personal information, your name, address, everything. Okay, apart from that, pay the counter clerk the amount of money to be sent along with the charges. So there are certain charges to send the money order, and you need to pay the amount also which you need to send to someone who is your relative, friend, or anyone who needs the money. That is we call money order. Okay, sending money through post office means giving the money in the post office through MO, and there are additional charges also to send the money order to someone. Okay, take back the MO acknowledgement counterfoil for your record, and you need to take back the MO acknowledgement counterfoil. It means you get a receipt that of this particular certain amount you have given the money for sending it to someone through MO. Okay, and just you need to fill this particular empty uh, box here, what according to the format given. Fine. So this answer key will be discussed in the answer key part. When I'll come to the answer key part, at that time I will just discuss all these things with you, don't worry. Fine, now here we go with the beginning of the lesson. In the house, the only one in the entire valley. Okay, there was a huge valley somewhere. Okay, and and only one house was there in the valley. Okay, sat on the crest of a low hill. Who sat there? There was a farmer. Okay, sat on the crest of the low hill. It means what sat there? The house sat there. Means it is nothing but just a personification for the house. बैठने का action कौन करता है? Persons. But that action is given to the house. So that such kind of figure of speech is known as personification. Person की characteristic, इंसान की characteristics के साथ किसी नॉन लिविंग थिंग को या किसी और चीज़ को कंपेयर करना, दैट इज़ व्हाट वी कॉल पर्सोनिफिकेशन. So the house is sitting there on the valley, and that is the only house there. Okay, this is setting of the story. Okay, from this height one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. Okay, so there was a field of ripe corns. Ripe corns means corn field. It was full of corn, and that was also ripe. Ripe means what? Ripe means पका हुआ जो corn होता है. Okay, corn. Okay, so and it was dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. That was also dotted with flowers. It also had some beautiful flowers on it. Okay, the only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. It needed a downpour or a shower. Okay, so throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. So throughout the day, when he used to sit on the field, he used to look at the northeast. Okay, and he used to just look at the sky, whether it will rain or will it damage everything or not. Okay, he was quite scared about the weather. Fine. So let's see what happens next. Now we are really going to get some water, women. Okay, one of the women said that now we are going to get some water. मतलब बारिश आ सकती है, ऐसा किसी ने बोला. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing." So yes, God willing, we may get the water. So they were actually praying for the rain. Actually, what were they praying? They were praying for the rain. Okay, the older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all. Okay, okay, come for dinner. So this is another setting, and some characters, unknown characters are mentioned, which are not very important part of the story, but it suggests that what kind of scene or what kind of means people are surrounded in the farm. Okay, so this is what way they do. They just work there, their children play near the farm. Okay, and what happened next? The ladies called their children for having the food. Okay, so it was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain. So it was the time of the meal. मतलब खाने के समय suddenly he saw that there is a big drop of rain. Big drops of rain started falling. Okay, in the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. In fact, he saw in the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. In fact, the air was also fresh and it was smelling very sweet. Okay, the man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. The air was fresh and sweet. Sorry, the man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. So he went out and he moved there to feel the rain there. Okay, he went there to feel the rain. Okay, then what else he did? So he was just seeking the pleasure of the rain. He nicely enjoyed the beginning of the rain that time. Okay, and when he returned, he exclaimed, "There aren't raindrops falling from the sky." मतलब अभी यहाँ से तो बारिश की बूंदें नज़र नहीं आ रही. So there aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. They are new coins. Okay, they are new coins. What does it mean? Okay, when he looks at the sky, it means he is praying for the rain. And the moment raindrops started falling, he compared those raindrops with the new coins. New coins, what does it mean? New coins means profit. Okay, profit. So it means he is thinking of the profit. Looking at the raindrops, and he is thinking of the profit. Means those raindrops are nothing but new coins, and those new coins means the profit he'll gain from his farming business, right? So what happens next? In fact, he compares some raindrops. Look at this. uh, they are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are fives. It means the big raindrops will cost 10 cents. This is American currency actually, so the story is not written by an Indian obviously. And little ones are fives, and the little ones are fives. Fine. So this is how he mentions this thing. Quite interesting, right? In fact, if you can see, thinking this particular lesson is not so big, okay, but still it has very interesting uh, uh, storyline. Okay, you'll just enjoy reading the story. Fine. And read it twice. It is your homework to read it twice. Fine. And additionally, I'll give you the information about this particular writer. He is GL Fuentes. I'm giving you another video to know about the author of this particular lesson, and just watch my video twice to understand it. And for now, I'm just stopping my video, and I'll keep the other part for the next lecture. Okay. Thank you. Take care.